Good morning, it's Monday. I hope you're doing really well. I hope that your Mondays are a bit like mine. I like to keep my Mondays quite chill, quite zen. Now, I wanted to do a reading for you based around going back to the spirit animal, because you all seem to like that video that I did about spirit animals. So I want to see if there's another message coming through. So I've got this deck. I do actually really like this deck. You might have seen it before. It's called Woodland Wardens. Shout out to Jessica Root. They're very nice, and they're kind of animals mixed with plants as well, which is interesting to see. I'm just talking a load of rubbish now, aren't I? Let's see what we have for you right now. No way, that's quite interesting. We have the bee and pomegranate productivity. I literally did a mini reading for a lady earlier today that was about bees. There was something about bees coming through in it. So there's something about productivity, but bees also to me represent like community. You know, a hive is a very structured place. Every bee knows its role. And I feel like this for you is something about knowing your role, knowing your responsibility. I would not be surprised if the Queen of Pentacles comes out in this reading, if I'm honest. And maybe even the Nine of Pentacles as well. But let's get into this and see. So the bee and pomegranate. Now you may have had a bee, well, you will have had bees around you recently, especially wasps. But bees, we're talking about bees today. And it might be that it's been in your face, or you just really noticed something about it. And these are those type of bumblebees that have the white backsides. Now, that may be one of those specifically that you've been seeing, or that you've been watching, or you've looked at. I feel like you're the kind of person that you do like to witness nature. You like to look at things. I do feel that you like bees. Let's see why this is coming out for you today. Okay, we have Lagos. So there's a flow. There's been some kind of release here. Could have been from the full moon. There's a release of energies that's bringing some flow. Now, bees bring this really like warm feeling around the sacral center. This is, you know, a space of that connectivity, that creativity. There is something that you are putting your energy into creatively right now. And it feels like maybe this message is coming out because it's paying off. Your commitment to yourself is paying off. Now, with every commitment that we make, there has to be some sacrifice elsewhere, doesn't there? We can't be here, there and everywhere all at once. But the sacrifice that you're making in order for this to grow, in order for this productivity, is actually some kind of closing out of a cycle that was closing out anyway. So it doesn't really feel like much of a sacrifice because it was meant to just fall away. I'm getting this is going to sound really weird, but I'm getting like that thought about, you know, when a baby is born and the placenta comes away. It's almost like that's just happening naturally for you in your life. You know, like you don't need that for survival anymore. You're entering a new chapter. That was a strange analogy, wasn't it? I don't normally do ones like that. Okay, so let's get into the tarot then. What is the tarot telling us about this situation? For many of you, I feel this is to do with your career, with your work. Some of you are stepping out of working for the man and you are working for yourself, or wanting to work for yourself. Number 26 may be significant to you as well. That could be a house number or an age. Ace of Pentacles. Yes. This video has reached you today because this spirit animal of the bee is around you right now. It is helping you with your productivity and it is bringing to you great rewards. What I didn't say about Yera is that this is the rune of harvest, of reaping the rewards of what you have sown. You may have had a period over the past couple of months of feeling like disappointed, or that things just aren't going your way. But I feel like you, instead of focusing maybe on relationships or on home life, you've been putting your energy into work and career. That's paying off. It's almost like that you had to feel that way in order to put your attention into what was needed. We have the Strength card. That's so funny because, again, that mini reading I did earlier, there was this card that came out and it was about bees. Your courage, your determination is it's almost like you've got to blinker yourself to focus on this particular area of your life, and it is going to pay off. Now, for some of you, that may cause issues at home. It may cause issues with a particular, especially a masculine in your life, I feel. Now, that could be an underlying jealousy of what you're doing. Maybe they wish that they could do what you're doing. But there's a stubbornness to this. But what they're saying here is don't worry too much about that, okay? That's for them to deal with. You don't have to fix this. You don't have to deal with that. Just keep being, respectful to yourself, respectful to those around you, but making it clear that this is what I'm working towards. This is what I'm doing. You may get some moodiness around you from a particular masculine, but don't worry. Don't let that stop you. You also don't have to over-explain what you're doing. If you're struggling to explain your business plan or anything like that, you don't have to. So maybe stop trying to explain it to people that are determined to misunderstand you or determined to not get it. Forward focus, focused on that future plan, okay? You are making that choice now. You're making that decision. You're making this happen. I do feel like in the next couple of months, you're going to see a real impact in that productivity, but you have to stay on it, okay? I feel like you could be the kind of person that goes through phases with things. You might be like, I'm into this right now, and then you'll change your mind to something else comes along. You've got to stay focused. Integrity, truth, your responsibility for bringing this forward. Your communication, you're learning to communicate effectively rather than just like, blah, I'm just going to tell you everything. There's certain aspects and areas where you need to keep your cards close to your chest. What else does this person need to know in this situation? Golds and yellows may be significant to you as well. You may be seeing a lot of that, or you're just very highly attracted to things like that. We have the High Priestess in the reverse position. Now, you've got a little bit of, not fear, but sort of an imposter syndrome going on. So there's a fear of what people are thinking, what people are saying. I feel like there's people around you that could be gossiping and maybe like, are they mad? Are they seriously going to jack in what they're doing to get going with this? I feel like somebody around you may be saying things like, it's a shallow pool that you are trying to work into, like everybody's doing that now or something like that. For some of you, you do something in healing. There's some kind of healing work here. I feel like you may be a healer yourself. Perhaps this is like a Reiki business that you're trying to get off the ground, or a holistic business. Yeah, but there's this fear of, I'm an imposter, I don't really know what I'm doing, or what if people figure out I don't know what I'm doing, or think of that of me. So there is this, you've got to kind of get over that. And what this is telling me is that the more you channel through your guides, the more you trust in this situation, and keep focused, keep committed to this, and keep allowing that flow. Try not to burden yourself with other people's stuff, because that is what has blocked your flow in the past. And it's also made you doubt your ability and doubt yourself. So Temperance is there to say there's a need for balance here. And we've got like the masculine and the feminine in here, the sun and the moon. You have the ability, especially with that Queen of Swords that was showing up there before, you have the ability to really speak up, defend yourself in situations, not in an aggressive way, but in a way of like, this is what I'm doing and I'm doing it for me and I know what I'm doing. Just keep moving with that truth and that integrity. Even if you think it's going to disappoint somebody or upset somebody, they're adults, they can deal with it. Now, for some of you, this is actually not something new that you are getting into. This is actually something that's perhaps been in the sideline or in the background for a little while, and you are coming back to it now. So it's not like you're starting from scratch. There was already something there. But you've got the key now. The key is there within you. You've just got to trust yourself to be like, I'm the one that can open the door. I'm the one that can do this. We've got Temperance coming out again. Now, this is all about being present in the moment. Being patient and present is what is needed. Now, I'm going to leave this reading here for you. If this resonates with you, do let me know and we can do a personalised reading for you. And remember, this is my only account, Wyrd Enchantress at Wyrd Enchantress, and I will never reach out to you first.